Hi, everybody. Welcome to the Black Dragon Tavern. I'm your host, Dante,
And I'm your host, Deacon.
and here we are, Deacon, on episode 34.
Sure,
It
that is
feels
the
it
episode.
feels like feels like we've done 34 before, but I think it's because we haven't streamed regularly in
Yeah.
a while, so it kind of keeps getting dragged out. Anyway, glad you could tune in. For those of you joining for the first time, we do this every Friday and Saturday night here on Twitch. And usually, what we do is we do a 2 hour show. First hour of the show, we do fireside chat. Second hour of the show, we do from the workbench. Or, oh, you're
Yep.
pointing at the
Yeah,
sign
I'm
up
pointing at
above?
the sign.
Yeah. Second hour of the show, we do from the workbench, where we do kit bashing, mini painting, and lots of other fun tabletop RPG related hobby stuff.
Yeah.
And then on Saturdays, we kind of repeat. We do fireside chat for the first hour of the show, and then tabletop games, everything from card games to we're getting ready to launch an RPG pretty soon.
Yeah.
We're going to be doing a one-off here on Roll20 in the next couple of weeks or so, once I get another player lined up for that. And then I think we're going to dip our toes into a semi-regular RPG like every other week.
Yeah.
Get the campaign
We're
rolling back
we're gonna
up.
be pretty busy. We're gonna have like a every other week RPG, however often 40K Crusade.
The 40K
All,
Crusade's a big
yeah.
one. Yep, yep. We still got to we got to get some playtime in on
Yeah.
that before we go live
Mainly
with
for
that.
you, yeah.
Mainly for me, that's right. Because
God, let's not
otherwise,
spend
it'll be
more
like
than enough time looking at
yeah,
all the
it'll be our
different
first
rules,
like
so-
24-hour stream if we
Yeah.
don't get some practice in there. But it's all good, you know. Like I know the core rules. It's just the learning the new army now. The new Imperial Fists. I'll be running.
Yeah.
So
Hey, you got it right this time.
yeah. What did I say last time?
You said like Thousand Sons of Dorn or
Thousand
something.
Fists of
You said
Dorn?
like the Thousand Sons of Dorn, I think.
Okay, whatever it was. Yeah, I screwed it up pretty badly. Well, it's because I play Death Guard. I play
Yeah.
Death Guard, and like this is a new army for me doing this Space Marines army, and
Are you not used
It's
to
not-
learning like, 27 different army rules?
27
For
different army
All
rolls.
of your different
Right,
armies.
quickly,
Yeah.
so we can do it on stream. But so God, I feel like we haven't done this in ages, but it's only been a week. I mean, we only did 1 day last week, because we had some personal stuff going on.
Yeah.
But we're going to be streaming tonight and tomorrow night, so it's like riding a bike. Just got to hop back on and do it,
Yeah.
and not miss a pedal and get your pant leg caught in the chain, and then you flip over the handlebars and smash your face. No, not like that at all. But so we don't, I don't have show notes tonight again because I thought like we just kind of like sit around and shoot the shit. I'm super excited about rolling up this campaign pretty soon here. I think that'll give us something to do. And I mentioned earlier, but just as a reminder, we're doing a new topic tonight, a new category rather. We are
Oh, yeah, we are,
broadcasting in tabletop RPGs, and I hope we're not violating any Twitch rules. Because
Fine.
this is all tabletop RPG related. Most of the stuff we talk about here in Fireside Chat, plus what we do from the workbench during the second half of the show, is 100% tabletop RPG related. We're painting miniatures and doing stuff related to that. So, again, you can check out our VOD on Twitch. And in past episodes, we've done all kinds of games and cool stuff from the workbench. And tonight, I will probably be finishing up my Gobbos, my GW Gobbos.
Like finishing them all?
I think so, because
Wow.
I did a lot of the bases in that Sterling Mud or Sterling Battlemire or whatever it was. And now I'm going to put some
impressed.
tufts on them and a little bit of flocking. And that might be it. I think maybe there are a couple of Gobbos that I got to do some highlights for on the skin, but it's easy to do. So, but it'll give me something to do. And then once I get those all done, I'll snap some photos and put them up on the IG account. And for those of you who are interested, you can get us on Instagram at Black Dragon Tavern Online.
You can get us on Twitter at tavern_black.
Thank you. On
Yep.
Facebook, and that's just Black Dragon Tavern.
And then you can get our Twitch on our Twitch About page. You can get our YouTube and Discord links.
Yeah.
Because they're a bit of a mess.
Yep. So just go
So-
to the About page, look at our socials banners, and click on them there. And you're more than welcome to join the Discord server. And we kind of stopped updating the show notes and things on the Discord server because we haven't had actual show notes. So
true.
we haven't had a whole lot of links to refer people to. And I was thinking about that the other day, and I got I think I did get caught up on the last episode that we did show notes for, and everything since then has been sort of like
Just
we've been
freewheeling.
chatting, freewheeling, or talking about one topic for the duration of
Mm-hmm.
the first hour of the show.
And a
So
lot of the times, it's if we do just have a topic in mind, it's not really a thing that we can link to. It's more just like talking about a concept like world building. or
Yeah,
whatever,
exactly,
Rather than
yeah.
like a new show or
Yeah.
a trailer for something.
Yep,
So,
and Discord gets updated once the VOD drops, and once it's uploaded to YouTube, it gets updated then as well, I believe. And so that's I think that might be right, unless it's just tying back into Twitch. I can't remember now. I thought we linked the YouTube account there, but anyway, not a big deal. Not a lot going on there. But what's interesting is on the Discord server, I connected with Lantern Noir. And
that's
so
cool.
we've been having a dialogue there in his general chat thread. And he's
so that'd
giving
be
me
on
some
his server then.
OBS tips and stuff like that. Yeah, on his server. Yep. And then, like he's got credits that are functional, and he's like, yeah, it was a real pain in the ass to get him going, but he finally got him going. And we're talking about that. And I think I've pretty much given up on trying to get the credits to work at the end of the show
Yeah.
because I think the source has to be active. And I think what that means is like the credits will only pull what you have them set to pull if it happens, like if you get a follow, if you get a donation, during the stream,
Yeah.
or like your top followers or whatever, and it'll show, it'll pull after that. But it's just something I always wanted to do. I thought that'd be kind of cool. And then speaking of OBS, and we use Streamlabs OBS, that whole thing that was going on between Streamlabs and OBS
Yep.
Studio.
Yeah, that was a bit of a bummer.
Yeah, not
Find
very
all that out.
not very cool.
Nope.
It's like it was a total dickish move. I mean,
Yeah.
there's no
No.
polite way to put it.
Yeah, it was.
Like
So
bending the OGL stuff. Is
Yeah.
that what it's under? The OGL, the Open Gaming License, the Open.
I don't know if it's under the Open Gaming License.
What
It's
covers
open
it for
source.
code? It's open source.
Yeah.
And what I'm thinking is like I'm thinking of the isn't that for like the D20 system and
Honestly, I
Pathfinder
don't
and
know.
D&D, the OGL.
I don't know
you
that
can
one that well.
you can write for it using the OGL license. Anyway,
Basically,
I don't do that. So
yeah. If you don't know what happened, a whole bunch of stuff came to light recently where basically it came out that Streamlabs OBS was using the code that was built off of the back of just OBS, Open Broadcasting Software. Open Broadcasting System? I think it's software. So OBS is it's a free-to-use open source streaming platform. Well, it's a tool to help you with streaming. It's not necessarily a streaming platform
right,
like Twitch is. But it allows you to set up scenes, sources, audio mixers, visuals, everything like that. And then Streamlabs OBS came in, pretty much took all of the code for it, slapped a new vanity on it, gave it some new texture, made it look a bit more user friendly, and then
lifted another website's text
Yep.
over onto their website.
Well, that's new. That's before
Yeah.
or that's after all that happened. Then and then they trademarked the whole OBS thing.
Well, they applied for it. I don't know if they
Well,
actually got
yeah.
it, but they gave notice
Yep.
apparently to OBS that like, oh hey, by the way, we're going to be trademarking OBS as part of our name,
Yeah.
and OBS is like, yeah, that's not real cool, man. So
And that's when I think it was it's Lightstream, I think.
that might be the other
Yeah.
website
Well, that's the
where
one
they
that,
lifted
yeah.
where Streamlabs.
So
lifted
that's what
the
I was going to
copy.
say
Yeah.
was, I think it's Lightstream, and I may be getting that wrong, came in and said, hey, not only did they do that, they took our site, copied almost everything exactly on our site, even the testimonials,
Yeah.
and put it on their site.
Yeah, down to the testimonials verbatim. I mean, didn't even bother changing
Yeah.
anything.
The
And
the
then
only thing they
then
changed
tried to
was
use,
they changed it from like Lightstream to Streamlabs.
right.
You know.
And then, well, yeah, okay,
Hmm.
there's that. Yeah, they changed the name for their
Yeah.
branding. But, then they try to say, oh, we just had some placeholder copy sitting on there that we forgot to change. It's like, yeah, placeholder copy that you ripped off
Yep.
of another website.
Yep.
That shit is so, like, you don't need to be a genius to figure that out when people pull that lie. Oh, it's just placeholder we
Hmm.
left in place. It's like, believe people when they show you who they are the first time.
Yeah.
And that's what they did is they showed everybody pretty much who they are the
Well, and
first
then
time.
you heard about what happened with their charging and their payment, right? So
I don't know if I read that part of the story.
basically, not if you have tips set up, but if you send a tip through somebody using Streamlabs OBS, they automatically sign you up for their premium. So you start getting charged monthly,
Oh,
even
wow.
if all you did was send a tip through Streamlabs.
See, that sucks
So,
because I created one of those pages for us, like a donation page, a tip page, and I never got a notice about that.
well,
So,
they don't do it if you set it up. They do it if you tip somebody,
right, but
which is like
they signed the
Yeah.
tipper up or they signed the
they
recipient?
sign the tipper up.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
wrong.
yeah,
Yeah.
and they don't tell you about it. So now they're possibly looking at a lawsuit under there too, because that
Yeah.
seems very illegal.
And that's the problem is like a lot of these companies don't. It's like get a business expert, get a business analyst, get a business attorney, and yeah, it costs money, but everything in business costs money. Everything in business is a risk, but that doesn't mean you have to be stupid about the risks.
Yeah,
You can take risks intelligently. You can say this is a calculated risk. We've consulted with our business attorneys. We've had them look at the laws. We believe we can do this. We may be challenged. And then there's just like, yeah, we're going to take that name and we're going to do this. And we're going to violate these rules and we're going to take their copy, which is a copyright violation, and any other trademarks they might have. And then we're also going to like automatically hijack people's bank accounts by signing them up for premium and charging them for something that like they never agreed to sign up for.
yeah,
That's really stupid. But before we get down too far down that rabbit hole of like negativity about all that stuff, let's just go on to another topic because again, that's kind of why I changed the category here on the stream from we were in just chatting and I wanted to go over to tabletop RPGs because I thought, well, this might be kind of cool. This might be a cool place to broadcast and maybe get some followers here and get some peeps who are into this stuff, and so I'm Dante and I've been gaming for 42 close to 43 years now. Started when I was 12. I'm 50. I can't fucking remember how old I am. 50. Honest to God. I swear to God, I can't remember how old I am. Because it's like the last couple of years of quarantine, we haven't really done shit for birthdays or they've been so small. 53. I think 53. Yeah, do the math. That's 1968.
yeah. I know when, but like,
pretty sure I'm 53 and I'll be 54 in January. I know my birthday is in January. How crazy is that? Anyway, point being, I've been gaming for a long time.
53.
I'm an avid gamer. I started playing D&D at the age of 12. I got the red box set and I got hooked and immediately started homebrewing everything, changing the rules, writing my own fantasy world. And so from the age of 12 up to now, I've been running. You can barely see it back here in the back, but there's a map up above the fireplace there, and that's my fantasy world. That's my game world for the fantasy homebrew RPG that I run.
Yeah.
And it's been a long time in the making, and I'm really super excited about bringing that to Twitch and hoping to get some people that tune in and support it. Deacon will be playing, and then we've got one other person, Deacon's boyfriend, will be playing a character in the game, and then we're trying to lock down one more seat at the table.
Yeah.
I ran lean. I ran for 3 players for a long time, for a great number of years, because frankly, it's difficult to find people that can commit to a game every other week. Excuse me, in person. And this was prior to the whole COVID thing. And we had a regular group, and we were meeting pretty regularly, and it was going well. And then lockdown happened, and then that all got shot to shit.
Yeah.
And then like everybody started moving online. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna do this one-off that I mentioned just a few minutes ago, and it's kind of to ease people into the system. Griffin has never played before. You're a seasoned vet. You've been playing for 8 years now, and that's kind of amazing. Almost a decade you've been playing now. That's kind of cool.
Yeah.
And then we got a couple of candidates in mind, a couple of really great people. Hoping one of the two will step up and sit in for the one-off, the one-shot. And then once we spin the regular campaign up, we won't be doing... I'm using pre-gens for this one-shot. And then for the regular campaign, we're going to be rolling characters up from scratch. And you and I have a thing where we talked about possibly resurrecting your character if you want. Not resurrecting, but like...
For the main campaign?
Yeah, for
No.
the... Well, okay. We could talk about that on stream. That would give us something to fill in time, but...
Yeah.
Kind of tell me what your thoughts are on that.
So, from what I understood at least, I thought you were saying resurrecting Thorin for the one-off, which I was fine with. Like, running him for the one-off, and then kind of using that to, like, retire his character to do whatever. But I want to try something new for the main campaign, because I've been playing the game for 8 years. Out of that, I've played many different characters, and I think all but one of them have been dwarven fighters from the same family.
You notice a pattern here?
Yeah. Hey, Jason, how's it going?
Hey, how's it
Got a
going?
viewer.
Eldritch Nerdo.
Yeah.
Good to see you.
So, yeah, having played almost exclusively dwarven fighters for the past 8 years, I think I'm ready to try something new. Something that's not a fighter or a dwarf.
I commend you for that. I really do. And I don't say that lightly, because most time I'll joke with you and I'll go, I'm surprised, or I'm proud of you, or, I'll pull a grandpa on you. Good for you, Deacon. Yeah, right there?
Yeah.
Swallow the wrong way?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I hate when
You
that
have to,
happens.
drink it, not inhale it. I mean, I know it's good
Yeah,
stuff, but, But, no, seriously, though, like I'm glad that you're going to give something a try. Instead of a dwarven fighter, you're going to be like a dwarven warrior.
Yeah,
I'm just
there it
kidding.
is. The second turkey day. Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, I mean,
The
glasses.
leftovers are, I think, just as good as the main day.
Yeah. Well, we screwed up and we left. I almost hate to say this in front of you because like you'll be like so disappointed. We left a whole turkey breast at Freya's. Because I started to carve into it, and my hand was giving out because of the condition that I have in that tendon, and I couldn't hold the knife anymore. I couldn't hold it, and so I got enough for all of us to eat. And I carved it all up, pulled the wings off, pulled the
I know, and that's why when you guys were packing the turkey up, I was looking at you and I was pointing and I was like,
you got to speak.
What
you
about
have to
that?
speak
No,
up.
I did.
And
I
even
said,
mom
what about
said,
that?
I would have taken it, had I known. And I said, I'm sorry. I take the total blame for that. So
I guess you'll just have to go and get another turkey.
And she said she almost picked up a turkey breast tonight to do up in the crock pot, but So today I had sweet potatoes. I had what did I have? I got an eyelash in my eye. I had sweet potatoes. I had stuffing. I had a turkey leg. I went Ren Fair style.
Oh yeah, been into it.
Big turkey leg. Oh, this is gonna suck. Yeah,
I had
totally have an eyelash in my eye. But it made me think about like the Ren Fair. It triggered this whole chain of events, this whole chain of thoughts about snapping into the turkey leg and then missing the Ren Fair because we didn't go this year, we didn't go last year. I don't think we went the year before because it was the first year of lockdown.
And second year
I'm
lockdown.
really hoping that like we can go next year.
Yeah.
Because that's one of the big things that gets me like super stoked about role playing too. As cheesy as that may sound, you cooked a turkey yesterday with your mom and again tonight. Wow, 2 of them.
Yeah.
It's like double turkey action. That's amazing.
I had a very healthy lunch. I had...
Oh, we love the picture of the dog, by the way, with the tongue sticking out. That was awesome.
That was hilarious, yeah.
Like, we get our cats like that all the time.
So I had the rest of the mashed potatoes.
Yeah.
Because there's only...
there wasn't a whole lot.
Not a whole lot left.
Couple spoonfuls.
Not only, it was like one big spoonful.
For you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had some vegetables, like some of the roast vegetables, some like the carrots, the potatoes, um, the Brussels sprouts, all that stuff.
Onions, tomatoes.
The onions, yeah. Then I had a popover and 2 slices of pie.
Those popovers were
Solid.
thick.
Yeah.
They were THICC thick. I'm used to them being a little lighter and puffier.
Yeah.
But I mean, they were still
better fresh out of the oven. They don't really heat that well.
They don't, but I still ate the shit out of it.
Yeah.
It's like I don't know if there's. I think there's maybe one more left in the one more left in the fridge up there, and I don't know if your mom will eat that or not. But if she doesn't, that's got my name all over it.
So yeah, that was my healthy lunch.
Yep, good lunch. Yeah, she came in from work and I was just throwing down on some food. She's like, "Oh, I was hoping we could have leftovers for dinner, but I wasn't sure if there were any left." And I said, "I just got done working out and I'm super hungry and I got to eat, you know." And she misunderstood that and thought I was like kind of angry about it. And I was like, "No, it's not that. I just
hungry, hangry."
Absolutely. But yeah. So Jason, while you're there, I'm going to spring this on you. This is a good opportunity. So, Deacon and I were talking about this, and if you missed the first few minutes, we're getting ready to spin up a one-off here on the live stream. We have I'm gonna do a one-shot fantasy homebrew RPG using Dante's game, my homebrew system, and we've got 2 players lined up. We got Deacon and Deacon's boyfriend Griffin. And I need a third person, and we were wondering if you might be interested. And what we thought for this one-off is I've got a couple of pre-gens that are available. Did Griffin pick one already?
He might have, and I probably forgot it. So
I'll ask him again. Well, we can work that out. Anyway, I'll have 1 or 2 pre-gens available, and what we will probably do is it'll be a 2 to 4 hour live stream session. We'll get people to dial in via Zoom. Trying to think of what are those details. Well, like... Teams or Zoom or Discord or whatever works. Okay. I've got the form. I've got the overlay done.
Yeah.
So, awesome. That would be really super cool. And we can connect over the weekend. I can shoot you some info over the Discord server, and then kind of fill you in on that. And we'll find out from Griffin, like, if he picked one of those or not. Because if he did, I don't want to take that away from him. But the idea is to have this one shot to help me ease back into DMing again after having almost 3-year hiatus now. 2019, 20, 21, 2-year
18.
Hiatus. 18 was it?
Because we didn't. There was a year. Oh well. No, we did run in 2019 for Tom and Pam Neen.
Yeah. So 2-year hiatus.
God, that whole campaign just out of my head.
Yeah, I know, me too. I mean, I kind of remember where we were and everything, but for me anyway, it'll help get me back into running. And then after the one shot, start looking at doing what would you call it? Bi-weekly, like every other week. Yeah. I hate that term because I'm going to get hung up on that now with my ADD or OCD or whatever the hell it is. Because bi-weekly should be twice a week. You have weekly, which is every week. And if it's bi-weekly, you're cutting the week in half. So you're doing it twice a week. But people say bi-weekly to mean every 2 weeks, when technically that should be bi-monthly. There are 4 weeks in a month.
I know what I mean.
So anyway, that drives me crazy.
But, well, now that you mention it,
you're gonna start looking at it online. But so the idea would be to like every fortnight. There you go. Yeah, no, we're not playing Fortnite here, Jason. I'm sorry. You're out. You're done. Just kidding. But so the idea would be to get a regular campaign going where we would all roll up characters, or you all would roll up characters. And get beyond the pre-gens for the one shot. Plus, the one shot with the pre-gens will give you an opportunity to kind of see how the game's played, what the rules are like. and again, and we would do a session 0. That's real critical for me as a DM.
We'd probably just do that
And
on stream or
yeah, we
off
could do that.
stream
Yeah,
or
we could
whatever.
absolutely do that on the stream.
Probably just the same night though, right?
Yeah, yep.
Roll
So
one
I'll have to
into
tailor the adventure down and account for like 30, 45 minutes or so
We
for
could
like
just-
session 0.
Cut that before the stream starts.
We could, but I kind of like to do it online because I think a lot of people, I don't know, I haven't seen streams that have done that. Every time I watch Twitch and I'm watching tabletop RPG,
Well, it's also hard because you have to join in the stream at like a really specific moment. You know, like if you want to catch the session 0, you have to join in the stream.
if you're a viewer,
Yeah.
right? And we can't do anything about that. All we can do is advertise it and promote it and say,
No, I don't think you're getting what I'm saying.
no, I don't. Then
You were saying I haven't seen many streams do that or whatever, and I was saying I think you probably haven't seen many streams do that because as a viewer, you have to tune in at such a specific moment. It has to be the first part of the first stream for that, you know?
right, which is where I was going.
Yeah.
Because what I was going to say is I've watched now hundreds. Yeah. Well, so see, that's the thing, Jason. I'm not sure, I'm not sure how much weight to put behind that opinion because like what I was going to say is like I've watched now hundreds of streams of people playing D&D and other RPGs on Twitch, and I've caught people at session 1.
Mm-hmm. But like where?
But they don't
in
do
session?
at the beginning of session 1 as they're firing streams up because I'll leave it running on the side while I'm working on the computer, on the other computer, and then I will, so and so's going live or whatever, and I'll tune in and I'll wait for it. So I've seen a lot of session 1s, but they've already done their session 0. So I haven't seen. I'm not saying we would be the first. Excuse me. I'm not saying that by any means or any stretch. And I'm sure people must do that, but I think it'd be kind of cool to do that.
Yeah.
Just stream our session 0 on there, and people can catch it on the VOD later on if they want, because it's important and it's a big part of the game, and that's what helps people bond and get to know each other, setting the social contract and all that stuff. So yeah, so this is helping me talk through this, is helping me think about how to do this. Likely we'll do, if people are up for it, we can do a 3 or 4 hour stream, because it would seem like that would take easily that amount of time to get through that adventure, and I'll chop it down. So cool, super excited, and then we got to start thinking about the bigger campaign.
Yeah.
And how that shakes out, and if folks want to stick around for that, like if Jason wants to continue to play that, because I know, Jason, you were thinking about after the new year getting the Warhammer stuff going again, the Warhammer Fantasy Roleplay. So, and then you got to find time for that. You know what the big challenge is going to be is trying to figure out what day to do it on, the stream, the
Fridays.
RPG stream. Yeah, Fridays.
Yeah. Well, we'd have to.
I'm good with that. I mean, we could do it on a Wednesday. We could dial people in, but when we go to the in-person thing, that's where I think it's going to be.
That's where it's going to get tough.
Yeah, because then we got to do a whole new camera studio setup, camera room setup, in terms of where we mount everything, and but
and also I feel like it's just
totally
a lot harder to get people committed to a bi-weekly schedule for in-person events than it is for just online events,
Yeah, now it is, because nobody wants to go out of their house.
Yeah.
You either want to totally get out, or you're like, no, I'm good. I'll stay at the house. I'm kind of split between the two now. I'm getting a little stir crazy. Used to going out and doing events and all that kind of stuff. So
yeah,
especially game cons, I'm really missing that. Yeah, see, he was thinking about starting the Warhammer Fantasy Roleplay. Yep. And that'd be cool. That would give us something to do over the winter, have something to look forward to. And I don't know how your Cyberpunk game is happening. What's going on with that?
We're still trying to figure out the next schedule.
Session 2?
Yeah. No, 3.
Okay, it's not so bad.
No, it's session 3. We're still trying to figure out when to have that, because it's hopefully coming up soon because it's gonna be winter break soon.
Yeah.
Which means that like everybody's gonna have school off. But
Just cram a bunch of them in there.
Yeah, hopefully that's the plan. But you know.
Yeah, that'd be kind of cool. Because I need more stories. I need to hear more stories about what's going on in your.
I'm really genuinely hoping that because it's been so long since the last session that when we start playing again, they're just gonna have forgotten about asking about stopping the train, and we'll be ready to move on.
You know what you could do. I don't know how many of your friends watch the VOD or anything, but what you could do is you could say, okay, where we last left off, you were just hopping on the train,
Yeah.
just getting ready to pull out of the station, and they'd be like, wait, what?
Yeah.
You were, just go with it. You can kind of corral them that way a little bit, you know, because it sounds to me like there was one person who was saying, but
it wasn't just one. There was one person asking the right questions out of like 6 players.
I mean, aside from you. I thought you said there was like one out of the group. Aside from you, one person was going, but the train has stopped.
Well,
but it's stopped.
Yeah,
right now.
yeah. No,
Like,
there was one person.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was also thinking about doing 1-page rules for Kill Team. Like the Warhammer Kill Team? Because if so, I've been kind of interested in that as well. I picked up the I bought the Deathcore Krieg, the plastic ones from a friend, and I picked those up just to model them.
Ring the bell! Ding, 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 ding! It's another army.
No, because you can play it with only like 5 minis or 10 minis.
Yeah, that's not the point. So last week when we were talking about like, look, it's another army that started. It always starts with 3 miniatures.
I'm not doing Deathcore.
You're not doing Deathcore?
I'm not doing Deathcore.
Why?
$70 for a basic infantry squad.
Holy cow! That's just 5.
10.
10?
10. But still.
Oh, not a unit, a squad. Okay.
Yeah, but that's still only, $10 a mini, which. I guess if you break it down, I'd pay like $10 for like a nice Reaper mini or whatever, but like I'm not gonna drop $70 on a single infantry squad,
God forbid. I mean, never mind all the other money that you spent on all the other Warhammer stuff. I mean, that's
I know,
peanuts. But like thousands of peanuts.
Yeah. I mean, you can get like a Space Marine tank, full on Space Marine tank. Rhino, $60, all right? Tank, cheaper than infantry squad. If you want like a tank for the Death Corps, if you want some of their artillery stuff, just for one of them, now you're starting to get up into like the $100-$150 range.
Good lord.
Because it's.
Do you think that'll change though? Like, because they released the plastic?
I sincerely hope it does, but it's all Forge World exclusives, and they're all old models.
Right.
So.
But I guess what I'm driving at is like because they released the plastic set, the box set, do you think that's indicative of, hey, we've got some more stuff coming down the line here, that's going to be in plastic or what have you?
Yeah. Well, I don't know about that because they didn't,
Hey, psst, wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
I know, I saw that. I'm trying to ignore it because I don't need to start that army. So, they didn't actually release
He just
them.
wants 3 figures. That's all.
So,
watch last week's VOD to get the inside joke on that.
They didn't actually release those as a box set, just for the 10 of them on their own. They only released those in the, whatever it was, like $250 box set. So you can only get the plastic Death Corps if you buy this like $250 box set that comes with Death Corps, orcs, terrain, the rule book, dice, markers, all of that. So it's a full like Kill Team starter set. And the reason that I got them was just because I split the cost.
They put the money into the sculpts. They did the sculpts. Mm-hmm. They produced them in plastic. It's just a jump to the left for them to start putting out more stuff. I don't know.
Then
it seems to me. It seems to me like it's like what's the term?
It seems like they've already
When-
got the work done. They should just box it up and sell it.
Right,
I get it,
like
but, like-
not bellwether. When you test the market,
Mhm.
when you're testing the, you put it out and you put the product out and you say, let's see what the reaction is to this. Do people buy it? What are they buying it for? What's the feedback? Monitor all the interwebs and
I
then see
think,
what people are talking about. And then it's like, oh, hey,
Yeah,
that's pretty
yeah.
popular.
I think if they do release those as a box set, they're inevitably
I gotta look that term is.
whatever the fuck. I can never say that. I've been struggling to say that word.
Inevitably?
Yeah. I think they're inevitably gonna change the sprues because the kill team sprues, it's so that you can assemble it as a kill team. And because of that, they come with like all these extra things, like tons of extra weapons, tons of extra parts. Like they come with a medic pack, a demolitions pack, radios, coffee mugs, bedrolls, all that sort of stuff. But I think if they release them just on their own as a box set, then they're gonna cut most of that stuff out so that when you get them, you only get the basic squad. And if you want the medic, that's a separate character. The separate character you have to buy for like $45.
Sure, like the not the surgeon,
the plague surgeon
plague surgeon,
or the tallyman or whatever.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like,
And those were
I
like
guess-
30, 35 bucks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
but I guess
Exactly,
what I'm
build the
trying to
hype.
say is, imagine if you bought the Plague Marine box, and out of that, using the pieces in there, you were able to assemble the Plague Surgeon and the Tallyman and the Commander and like all of this
That'd
other
be
stuff.
awesome.
Exactly.
But
They don't want that to be awesome because they lose money on
Right.
it. They can make more if they sell those characters for like $30 each. you
yeah.
know?
I was
And-
right. I was right, by the way.
yeah.
It is bellwether. It's
Yeah.
an indicator or predictor of something. So
Yep.
they put it out as a bellwether, see if
Yeah.
it's going to fly. And
The
then
shitty thing is, they know it would be awesome, but they don't want to do it because they can make more money. And the really shitty thing is, they know it's going to work because
well, it's
it's-
GW. And
yeah.
and that's how
it's
they always
another $30 for a single mini. And we got like 3 of them because they're good
Oh, I
minis and
know.
they're good in the
I
army.
know.
You know,
I was just looking at
So
some
it's
the other
like-
day.
Mm-hmm. It's
Yeah.
insane. I mean, I was looking at minis from other publishers, whatever the hell you call them. Producers, yeah.
Yeah.
And it's kind of crazy,
Manufacturers or
like looking at minis from other studios and seeing, wow, I could get 10 of those for like $20.
Yeah.
But I'm choosing to spend $60 on 5 guys. That's
And there are
really
so many producers now of
Mhm.
minis, like army kits, army boxes. I
Yeah.
mean, there's that set of the satyrs
Centaurs?
that I got.
Oh yeah, the satyrs.
They
not
have
centaurs.
centaurs, and they have elves, and they
Yep.
have and they're cheap, and they're good. They're a little fiddly, but
You know what I was
spindly. They're very very
Yeah.
intricate.
You know what
But
I
they're
was
good
thinking of?
sculpts.
You know what I was thinking of picking up actually and painting up for you?
What?
The Imperials from Skyrim. They have the whole Skyrim
Oh, wow.
mini game and all that.
That's kind of cool.
And I was thinking you have that city, Palladius or whatever, and the way you always
Yeah.
describe the guards in Arcadia is that kind of like Romanesque vibe.
yeah, yeah,
So I was thinking, hey, it'd be kind of cool to like
yeah.
pick these
Very
up.
much like like
Yeah.
a legion, a Roman legion.
Yeah,
That's kind of what
so I
that.
was thinking like it'd be kind of cool, paint these guys up, have these be like the elite squad of the guard or whatever,
Yeah.
But I never got around to it. So
And and that's the thing too. That's funny.
Yeah.
Like in retrospect, I think of my world, and you, this is almost a truism. You tend to write about or build what you know. Like not all the time, but there's always a little thread of it in there somewhere. Even if it's fantasy, even if it's 100% made up, there's a thread, a familiar thread in there, something you know. I guarantee every author has a little bit of their life story in their stories somewhere.
yeah.
You just have to know
So
how to
what
pick
you're
it
saying
apart.
is like,
But-
earlier in your life, in like the 800 BC or whatever, you were a Roman legionnaire. Is that what I'm
Yeah,
getting?
kind of, but not quite. Your timeline's a little wonky, but
I mean, you have the
Anyway.
outfit upstairs.
yeah. And if you don't believe me, check out the VOD from Halloween.
Yeah.
But no, the point being, like, yes. So I had the idea of like the Roman legionnaires as a city guard, as like an imperial force. And then the main area in Andalusia, which is the continent, is Arcadia. That's the capital. And then a lot of the area is more like Spain, but it has Italian influences as well. So that's where you get all the Spanish names from and the Spanish style villas. And then there's Palladius, which is basically like ancient Rome, pretty much, but it's not the capital.
Yeah.
And the capital, Arcadia, would probably be more like Seville, or Madrid. You know,
Yeah.
a little more sophisticated, a little more refined, but also has some areas that are questionable. But the architecture is just superb. You know, it's like exquisite architecture. But the guards, yeah. So years ago, I wound up getting the HeroClix figures.
Yeah.
You know,
yeah.
and I got those Roman Legionnaires. I'm like, these are just perfect for what I'm looking for. You know,
and they're cheap.
They're well, not
like,
now. Oh my God, have you seen what they go for on eBay?
Those specific ones.
Those
or
like every once in a while you can find somebody who doesn't really know what they have, so they sell them on eBay.
Yeah, I guess.
And,
No, I was talking
and they're
about
pre-painted. So
I was
like
talking about like HeroClix in general. Like if you go to Misty, you can just dig in the bin, pull out a HeroClix, 75 cents.
So mine were HeroScape, not HeroClix.
Oh, HeroScape.
Yeah, I said Hero.
Okay.
I did say HeroClix.
No, okay,
I
so,
stand
yeah.
corrected. So if you look the HeroScape, the Mage Knight Castle, I've got the Mage
Mm-hmm.
Knight Castle over there. That is going for a fortune. Like you can't get if you wanted like one gate and two walls, it's like $150 they're going for, you know. So I got mine early and I held on to them, I hoarded them. But the figures, the 28 millimeter Roman Legionnaires from HeroScape, and I haven't looked at those in years on eBay. Seriously, I haven't looked at those in easily 3 or 4 years. But I wouldn't turn down another set because I can always use guards in the game. And I was going to pull that up right here.
That's kind of like what I was thinking about, actually.
I don't have the eBay app on here. I should.
If we just don't give you any more, like, minis to use as guards, just stop sending the guards after us.
Yeah. If he runs out of guards, he won't be able to come get us.
Oh, yeah.
But that's the thing, is like, that's why I kind of stopped buying, because I'm looking at the wall over here. I stopped buying minis in terrain because I've got so much stuff that I can pretty much set up any scenario I need to. Although I would like to bolster up my desert stuff. Speaking of, Jason, I tried to send you some files for the 3D printer, for your resin printer, and they wouldn't go over Discord, so I got to figure out how to do that. Because it's the 3 main files have multiple figures in them, and it's a total, compressed, it's a total 325 megabytes. So I don't know if you have a Dropbox or I kind of shy away from Dropbox, but I guess. Oh, there's another one. There's a new service. I can't remember the name of it. I just saw the link for it the other day for large files. Yeah. But anyway, I'm trying to get those to you. I'll figure it out.
So real quick, I pulled up some of this stuff. Let me read you the first page of stuff for the Death Corps on Forge World. All right, just the prices. $201, $135, $498, $498, $270.
That's Forge World?
Yep.
Good
160, Lord. 160, 104, 160, 135, 135, 104, 89, 72, 72.
That's crazy.
Yep.
So, okay, here's a huge price fluctuation. HeroScape, Roman Legionnaires, Complete, VGC, Maladin's Prophecy, Pre-owned, $38.95, or best offer, plus $4 shipping. And immediately beneath that, HeroScape, Roman Legionnaires, 4 pieces, custom. I don't know what the custom means. $15. Oh, look, they're knockoffs. Somebody reprinted them. Resin printer. Here's an actual set, $43.95. And now for me, that's ridiculous. There's no way I'd pay $45, $30, $81 for 2 squads.
Yeah, $81 is for 2 squads. Well, But they're like what, 5 a squad, something
Four.
like that? 4.
Yeah.
So that is just about $10 a mini.
Yeah. You know, so like I
$10 and
said,
some spare
I got
change.
in early. I got what I needed.
And you know, you can probably find other Roman legionnaires that honestly probably look better. All they need is a bit of paint on them for cheaper.
Yeah, probably. They're
Like
probably
the
probably
Skyrim
box.
ones. I think you get they're not the same. They're
Well, you
definitely more.
know, if you want to buy
you
your
know,
old man some minis for Christmas,
Skyrim-y.
Christmas is
Skyrim
right around the corner.
minis. I know. I also have minis on my.
This is terrible. We're live streaming and we got our
Yeah.
heads down on our phone, so
Here, I
we
wanna-
have failed you, Twitch.
They're like these, you know.
Yeah, they're really cool. They're super cool.
They actually have a mage in there. So
Oh, I didn't even show you. I meant to show you. I totally I forgot to send this to you and I apologize. They had the it was the famous barrow from Skyrim and I can't remember the name of it now.
Bleak Falls Barrow.
Bleak Falls Barrow.
They have that as a kit.
Did I send you the link to that? To the wall that's the walls, the bare walls and you can paint them?
No.
Yeah.
I didn't know they had that. I know they have an actual like Skyrim Bleak Fall. It's like a starter set for the game. It's got I think 2 or 3 sets of the Imperials and a couple
Uh-huh.
of the Draugr kits.
This is a terrain kit and it's actually got the
That's
walls
really
and the
cool.
treasure chests and the archway for it and everything. And I
That's
don't even
kinda-
know if it's in production anymore. And it was
Oh.
$109, and I saw that and I go, I would spend $109 on that to have
Did
that
you?
terrain piece. Did I?
Yeah.
I did not.
Ah.
No.
Shame.
No, because again, it's like we got, you know, I'm looking at the
Where
wall
are
of
we
stuff,
gonna put it?
and it's like I got things that are 3D printed that I haven't done yet that I want to do for for
You're
Dante's
true.
game. Yeah, I know. I
Mm-hmm.
got things that I want to do for Dante's game, to put in there because I got ideas. I've got a plan. Going back to the heavy
Yep.
metal days, I've got a plan. No, I've got an angle, wasn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
We need to watch that again.
we do. That was
Christmas
really
time.
fun.
We should be watching all this stuff. Damn it! All right. Anyway, point being,
Oh,
priority
wait,
number
hey,
1: focus
hey,
on
you
the
said
roll
it, You said
20.
it's Christmas time. We've got confirmation. We can put up the tree now.
I'm so ready to put up the tree. The
That's
thing
a
that I'm most
Big
excited about
departure.
this year.
That's a big departure from last year when we wanted to put it up the Thanksgiving weekend, and you were like totally against it.
Yeah, motherfuckers were like, "It's June. Can we put the Christmas tree up?" I'm
Well,
like, "What the actual?"
Hold on. June is when we took it down.
This is true from the year before.
Yep.
But the thing I'm most excited about is
Once the tree goes up, it's like a gamble to see when it gets taken down. You know, it's like Hanover Stern.
Stern. Hanging's too good for him.
Burden's
Too good for him. The thing that I am most excited about, I feel like Monty Python now. I can't get the damn sentence out of my mouth. The thing that I'm most excited about is we had 2 viewers there for a minute,
Whoa, that's awesome.
is the Christmas diorama.
Yep.
And time's running out.
Yeah.
So if you need me to help with any of that stuff,
I need
Hanover
some,
Fist. Yep.
I need some paints. So
Well, you need to get your list together, or you need
Yeah.
to you don't want to wait till Christmas to do that.
no,
You
I
know.
want it debuted around Christmas.
Yeah.
Or I have an idea.
Should we do like the War on Christmas Village as a one-off?
The War on Christmas. Damn liberals.
God, my hand's killing me.
I have an idea.
What's that?
Hear me out with this one because it's a little crazy. It's a little wacky. We have to buy a mini in order to do it. But
God, it's not like we haven't done that already. That will be a first for us.
So, what if I know we have the Rudolph the Red-Nosed Squig, who we wanted to put in the front of there, because they're like leading the squigs, pulling it. We can't give away too much, But what if we ran out to the GW store to pick up some paint and all that, and we picked up the Red Gobbo on Bouncer, the squig, had him leading them.
That's an idea.
Have we seen the speed paints from the Army Painter? Yeah, they're like the Army Painter equivalent of the contrast paints, right?
Yeah, we were talking about those recently too, I thought. Because we were talking about the dip, quick shade.
Were we talking about that on stream, or were we... I remember we were talking about that with James at the store.
That's maybe what I was thinking of when we were talking about that with James.
Yeah.
But anyway, yeah, so I've got, like, I'm set on paints right now, and I got to think of if I really want to...
The main thing is, I just need primer. Like...
Yeah.
And the problem is, it's getting to be that point now where it's hard to find a good time to prime.
Yeah.
Like, with the weather, it's...
I'll tell you what we could do. What we could do is, when Mom goes into the office, and it's just the two of us here, we could take the space heater to the garage, get the garage warmed up some, and then you could spray in the garage.
We could, yeah. See, that's kind of...
Because I'm telling you, if you sprayed in this cold weather now, that paint's going to wrinkle. It's going to curl up on you. I guarantee you. I've seen it happen.
We could do it in the garage. In the garage with the door closed, and that would work.
And the car engine running.
Yeah. Well,
do not try this at home.
No, do not. You remember when we got all the minis from John?
Yeah.
I sprayed some of them pretty fast after we got them, like the
I know.
flyers.
You're
especially.
You're like the mad.
I know.
Bomber.
Well,
paint. You're the mad painter.
I tested on sprues.
Screw the weather.
I did test on 3 different sprues and let them sit for about 30 minutes before I did anything else, just to make sure they wouldn't. I even rubbed them. I scraped them a bit to see if it would come up. But it was snowing out. I remember that because I nearly dropped the box full of vehicles when I slipped and fell on my ass on there. So...
Yeah. Well, anyway, point being is we've got some ideas. We got some plans, but we got to work. We got to do this fast. We should be doing this on stream. We talked about doing it on stream. But...
I don't remember. I remember talking about unveiling it on stream by putting it up there,
having it up in the background.
Yeah, because we have the Red Gobbo, and we've got the mini tree with the tiny lights on it.
Which you were going to strip and repaint, or try to find a new one of, or...
I ended up not finding a new one because it's out of print and expensive.
Is it? Is it one of those
Well, they did it for Christmas 2019.
I know.
The Red Gobbo. Here, I have the eBay app.
I have it up too.
No, I mean I have the app, so I can pull it up faster. eBay, the Red Gobbo.
Beat you.
I already have it. Well, it's not too bad actually. Average is 39, 29 to 39.
But for the one
that's the Red Gobbo.
Yeah, the one I'm seeing is 62. There's one for 149.99. 79.
Yeah. You see what I mean? Like the old ones.
Yeah.
The original Red Gobbo, expensive. Okay. The new one, not too bad.
So, here's the thing. I guess I'll tell you on stream. It didn't occur to me that this may have played into that whole plan. Because I was thinking of it for something to be presented on the actual 25th. But if you're talking about using that, I got it.
The Red Gobbo and Bouncer?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
I was going to give it to you as a Christmas gift.
Okay, see, what I was thinking... that first of all, thank you. Second of all, what I was thinking is, that is... You know what we're planning on doing.
Yeah.
And that is the perfect one to put up in the front.
All right, as the lead?
Yeah.
Okay.
I
got it. It's in the car. Okay. I've been keeping it hidden.
How's it in the... Oh, God, I'm blind.
Yeah, you are. I mean, I hide stuff in plain sight all the time. I'm just a master at it.
Yeah, I mean, and no offense, but you're not even as good as hiding stuff as Mom is. She'll put bacon in the vegetable drawer, and I mean... I don't look in there. Why would I? That's like,
she's pretty good.
yeah. I mean, that's bordering on like, no offense, Mom, psychopathic. Like putting the
Psychopathic.
putting the bacon in the vegetable drawer.
Yeah.
You're gonna taint it. It's gonna go.
It's gonna have the taint of vegetables on it. Vegetables.
It's gonna go bad in there. You know.
So Red Gobbo.
The Red Gobbo and Bouncer.
Are you gonna just repaint it, paint over it? You're gonna strip it? Because if you tell me do it, I'll do it. I'll strip it down. I'll do the work. I'll get it ready this weekend.
Honestly, I was planning on stripping it. I've got a bottle of Simple Green out there.
Yeah.
The main thing that I've been hesitant about with stripping it is because Mom has been working a lot from home and in the office, and that stuff is kind of smelly, and I know she's like, eh.
Yeah, well, again, like, you know, I know what her schedule is, but
we've got the bean dip cans, the Frito bean dip cans, so.
Fill that with a little bit, dilute it, put it in there, let it soak, scrub it.
Couple hours, yeah.
Yeah, and hopefully not break it.
So, we can... Are we just planning on having... what's the plan with the diorama? Is that going up on there? When is it going
I was
up
thinking
there?
like the whole there we go. The mantle on the fireplace we could do up in Christmas, like get like a Christmas Limax mat, Limax Village, you know, that they have at Michael's. With a winter on it, with a winter. It's got the winter on it.
It's got the winter
on it.
Look,
the winter.
Oh, I saw a really cool product. I was thinking we could use some of this. Hold on, let me find it real quick.
I had all the other rubber brick street maps, or mats, not maps.
Yeah.
But I sold them because I wasn't using them for anything.
Yeah, here it is. It's this really cool stuff. It's from like the 60s. It's
asbestos.
Yeah, it's fake
pure
snow.
white, fireproof. Show that to the camera. Oh my god! Oh my god!
It's fake snow. Isn't that awesome?
Wow!
Sprinkle some of that up there.
I told you the story of my old house in Detroit. Oh my god! If I don't wind up with mesothelioma, you know, I may be entitled to monetary compensation.
Hey man, that's awesome. You may be entitled to financial compensation. Put that towards the minis.
Exactly. But anyway, so the idea was just to do up the mantle. But what I would love to do is I've got that cigar box gaming mat. The winter one.
It's in there, right?
Yeah, we just used it recently too.
That's what we're using for the crusade.
Yeah. So I wanted to put that out and set up a diorama and do some pictures to put up on the gram.
Sure.
You know, because that would be kind of fun. And then I want to get a new tree. I want to get a new Christmas tree for here. The one that we have is like not so good. I'm not crazy about it.
I kind of like it because it's small. It's like a mini.
Well, the lights that go with it suck. Like the battery power suck. They're so weak.
Did the lights come with it? I thought we put those on top.
I don't remember. I think maybe we got them separately, but I want at least new lights that can go on there that are brighter.
Better lighting in general.
But I'm not crazy.
Dude,
I'm still angry. I'm still angry about my Charlie Brown Christmas tree. That's what the problem is. I won't be satisfied until I replace it.
We could get like a RGB Christmas tree.
An RGB Christmas tree?
Yeah, it's a really cool Christmas tree. It's done like retro style, you know, like Doom and Quake, how it's all in polygons or whatever.
Yeah.
So it's got flat surfaces and then LEDs underneath it.
Oh yeah.
I actually did. I saw this guy. We should think about maybe switching it over here. Yeah. It's about 9 o'clock.
I was just looking at that.
I saw this video. This guy actually put a whole bunch of lights up on his tree, actual full-size Christmas tree, covered it in lights, and actually programmed it so that people could make scripts for it and have it run different patterns. And
that's cool.
So he had all sorts of stuff, like just generic, like changing colors or like smooth fading colors, just a rainbow pattern, this, that. He had somebody who put snake on there.
Yeah, I was gonna say they have the like whole like.
Yeah, it was really cool. So that's totally what we're doing this year.
Yeah. Okay.
It wasn't that bad. It took them like, no,
3 years.
140 hours of
Yeah.
programming.
7
plus
hours
plus
later.
bug fixing and testing and making sure it works with other scripts and finding the right language to use for it and like all of that and getting it to work
Okay,
and building
then.
a Raspberry Pi.
So we're going to
for
take a
it.
short break here.
Yeah.
If you're tuning in for the first time, welcome. Glad to have you. We do this every Friday and Saturday night. We're Black Dragon Tavern. I'm your host Dante,
I'm your host Deacon.
and we do the first hour of the show from Fireside Chat,
Which is
brought to you.
next to the fire.
Yep, by in front of ye old faithful here, ye faithful, or whatever the hell I'm trying to say. Second half of the show. Am I late? Oh no, I guess it is lit up.
It is. It's
We
just
broadcast from the
based on
Workbench where we do miniature painting, kit bashing, and all kinds of other fun stuff. So what we're going to do is we're going to take a little 15-minute break here, go refresh ourselves, grab some new sodas, and then come back. Hopefully you'll stick around, and we're going to do some mini painting. I think Deacon's working on some more 40K stuff,
as always.
and I'm finishing up these Gobbos.
I haven't. I'll talk about that more in the Workbench. But
All right.
Yeah.
See you in 15 minutes.
See you then.
Hi, everybody. It'll take a minute for those to pop on. Hi, everybody. Welcome to the Black Dragon Tavern. I'm your host, Dante.
I'm your host, Deacon.
And here we are at the Workbench. We're gonna do some more miniature painting and kit bashing and whatever else strikes our fancy tonight. If you're joining us for the first time, welcome. We do this every Friday and Saturday night. One of the shows during the second half of the show will broadcast from the Workbench, and the other show will broadcast during the second half of the show from the game table that we call the Battle Zone.
Yeah.
Where we play like tabletop RPGs, board games, dice games, card games, you name it. So Deacon, I was going to ask you right before we came on the stream, and I thought I would just wait till the stream popped back on. But like, how do you like working with the wet palette now? Like, you've had it for a little while.
That's, I'm actually really glad you asked, because I found it to be like, in a really weird way, I found it to almost be like a blessing and a curse, because on the one hand it's really nice for painting things. It makes thinning the paint a lot easier. It makes keeping it like the same consistency a lot easier, so if I go to bed one night I can just pop back in tomorrow,
Mm-hmm. You know what we did? We forgot to bring a mic over.
Oh no.
I'll grab it from
Yeah.
here. Yeah. Rookie mistakes.
We noticed it earlier.
Yeah. At least it was picking it up a little bit. Just walk this all the way over there. There we go. Ideally, I'd have another mic set up right here, but can you imagine all the cords?
Oh, yeah.
All the freaking nightmare. Oh, sorry about that.
How could you do that?
Oh, the shite we'd have to deal with getting that all.
Mm-hmm.
See, I'm stuck on something here. I don't want to pull that. There we go. All right. Now we're cooking. It's a weird. It's a bit of an unusual setup that we've got here where we stream. We don't. It's not like. We do so much. We do so many different things. We do this fireside chat, and it's almost like a little studio setup. We got that down pretty good. We got the cameras set up. We have the workbench here, and Deacon and I each have our own camera. But we share this mic, this Fifine mic. It's an excellent mic. We don't get any sponsorships from them, by the way. But we move it, and like every now and then we don't forget to move it from the game table over here. So that makes it a little awkward. Anyway, you were talking about your wet palette, and I was asking you,
Yeah.
How is it now that you've been using the wet palette for a couple weeks?
So, I was saying I've found it to almost be like a blessing and a curse, because on the one side, really nice for getting really good paint jobs with things, but also it almost kind of deters me, I guess? Yeah, that's the right word, from painting a little bit, where it's like, instead of just, sitting down and slapping some paint on a mini, now I feel like I really have to, like, push myself with that mini, rather than just sitting back and painting it. So,
No, I don't. You mean like instead of doing like tabletop quality or something, you're saying you gotta, push for the next level?
yeah, it makes me feel like with my own minis, at least, I can't just, like, sit down and throw some paint on there and get it to a tabletop level. I always feel like I just have to, I could just blend this here and create a gradient and then do these highlights better. And, since I'm using this, I should be doing better highlights. So I'm being, like, a bit harsher on myself. I'm, like, trying to paint better rather than just paint.
Right.
So
Speed paint, or not
Yeah.
necessarily speed paint, but take your time more than you normally would.
yeah.
I can understand that. But like in terms of like technique and quality, how has it helped? Has
Good.
it helped, or has it
Very.
been?
Yes.
And what was the learning curve like adapting to it?
Very helpful. pretty easy to adapt to it. The one thing that I'm still kind of struggling with is I think like some of these first paints I did, I thinned out a bit too much before I put them into dropper bottles. So when I go to use them, I'm having to do like a lot of coats and a lot more than I would have to do before
Oh
because they're
wow.
almost like wash consistency.
Okay.
So glazing, I guess, is a good way to do it. They're like glazes. Some of them, not all of them.
And again, that was sort of a learning curve. Like there, like okay, I
How much
want to
do I
transfer all these
use?
paints to new bottles. How am I going to do that?
Yeah. Oh shit.
I just had my window here spontaneously shrunk on me.
That does that. Yeah.
I've never noticed that. So welcome. Looks like we got 2 viewers in the Twitch first there. Glad to have you on. Drop into the chat and chat with us. We're happy to chat with you. I'm Dante, and I'm working on some GW Gobbos here. These are not 40K Gobbos. These are from the old Warhammer or GW Fantasy Gobbos. I don't know if you can see that up in the. There's a little bit of a lag between the time I can put this in the camera. That's another thing we were talking about, Deacon, at one point, is like looking at trying to figure out how to do some close-up cameras or change the angles, you know, while we're painting, so people can actually see what we're working on instead of waiting till we finish. And some of us that post pictures, sorry,
I'm sorry. Were you saying something?
about like some of us posting pictures on Instagram and some of us not. Yeah, no, I shouldn't even say that.
I'm sorry. I couldn't.
I'm so bad at that anyway. Um. Anyway, I know like with cameras here, they can see generally what we're working on, but it's really difficult to get in there and get detail on this stuff.
Yeah.
But that would be something. Maybe I'll look into that over the holidays. How to get some better camera angles here. We got some good cameras. I think they're good generally for like groups and wide angles, but I think like my choice of camera would be different if I were looking at doing more close-up work.
Yeah.
Like I was watching some streams over the last couple of days of people that were doing this, painting minis, and how they got their tables or their streams set up, and you know, similar. Like you can see them while they're chatting, but then they have stuff set up so that you can see.
Yeah, and it's a lot easier to do it when it's one person because then you need 2 cameras instead of 4.
Right. And we may not necessarily need 2 more cameras over here. I
We could
think
just do
we could do one in the
camera
middle. Right.
Yep.
Ah, Jinx, you owe me a Coke.
No, we didn't say it at exactly the same time.
Oh, you're gonna get all technical on me now, huh? I think that needs a little more. Okay. We'll leave that sit for now. I'll be so happy to finish these Gobbos up, and then they can join the other company of Gobbos. Bob Ollie, Kev Adams sculpts. Got some Spellcrow stuff out of Poland. The Citadel stuff's nice, though.
Yeah. I really love working with Citadel miniatures, for the most part. Metal minis, they're, well, just any metal minis in general, I guess, I'm not a big fan of.
That's a purely generational thing I'm
Yep.
finding. And it's a shame because they're really my go-to. Like, I love putting paint on metal, and I know that miniature is going to last for a long time. I've dropped them off tables. I had some douchebag at a convention actually flick one across the table. Parts didn't go flying. His face almost went flying, but we won't go there. Can't believe that. Who does that? Like, who goes to a convention and they're pissed because they're rolling like crap? It's their fault, you know. It's just a roll, and then they flick the GM's minis across the table.
Yeah, that's
I mean, like,
that's not right.
had them ejected, but it's a lot of work, you know. You put a lot of work into this stuff, and it's not cool.
Yeah, big metal minis that you need to pin. Exactly. I don't know if you have the chat pulled up over there.
That which doesn't kill you makes you stronger.
I'm so spoiled with working with plastic ones now, where, I mean, plastic is, I think, undeniably the best for kit bashing.
Well, yeah,
yeah, but that's a big part of the stuff I've been doing lately. And even if they're not, like, you know, big kit bashes, I don't have to go, like, sawing through metal to get a tiny, tiny piece, you know?
Is this a new thing now? Like, this is going to irritate me if this is going to keep doing this. My Twitch on my mobile keeps minimizing.
I think that's...
I just downloaded a new update. I wonder if that's a bug.
It has to be, because I saw it opened itself on your phone earlier.
Or makes you stranger. Yeah, I like that, Jason. That's pretty good. That which doesn't kill you makes you stronger or stranger. So I am in the flocking stage. Basing. But I think what I'm gonna do here anyway is I think I'm gonna get these set with the basing and the tufts, the flock, the tufts. Get them cleaned up a little bit. And then there are a couple of them that I know I want to go back and I want to do a little more work with the highlights on the skin. Might be able to get them all finished tonight. I mean, the highlights on the skin is not a necessity. But, you know, because again, these are just tabletop. They're a little beyond tabletop, but quality.
I mean, but if you're putting all the time and effort into painting them, you know, might as well.
Right. It'll be that thing where, like, I'll look at them and I'll go, I could have done better. Or you know, I'll pick it up and I'm going to go back here and do this. So before I seal them...
Yeah. And that's kind of what I was talking about with the wet palette. It's like, I want all of my stuff, at least, like, stuff I'm doing for other people, I'll try to paint it better than what I would consider, like, tabletop quality.
Well, of course, if you're getting commission.
Yeah, but for my stuff, I'm happy with painting it to just a tabletop quality because I'm not really on a time constraint. You know, I can just paint it to tabletop, leave it for God knows how long, and then come back to it.
Yeah.
But with the wet palette, it's like, well, you've got the paint on there.
But
why not just do it now?
Right.
You know?
Right. But see, for me, like, okay, I don't like to leave things indefinitely. That's kind of my point. Like, if they're for me, yeah, I can. And I do tend to do that. I'll look at a miniature like years later. I'm not kidding you. I've looked at minis and go, you know, hey, if I hit this with a little highlight, boop, you know, that'll be better. And then it'll be that thing that makes it really pop. But it's not like I go actively looking for that stuff. It's just if I happen to be looking at it.
That's kind of what I mean. Like,
yeah,
I'm not just like, oh well, good enough. I'll leave it till whenever. But it's like, you know, I'll paint it to a point where I'm satisfied with it, and then later on, you know, once I've improved whatever in painting, I'll go back to it, and it's like, yeah, I could do this new thing I have been doing lately, and that would make it better. But with the wet palette, I just feel like I'm pushing myself to try and do that all the time.
Right.
Which is really unproductive.
Yeah, well, you know, again, I hate the cliche, but it's true. It really is. There's a grain of truth in it, and it's perfection is perfection is the enemy of good enough. Like if it's good enough to play, and you know people are going to look at it and go, "Wow, that's a nice paint job." That, for the most part, for me, should be good enough. Yeah. You know, but that's why. And I've also learned not having a timeline, not having a deadline or a cutoff point is what kills projects. Because they'll just remain open forever. You'll never finish anything else. Well, so that's why I either don't start projects or make them really short. Tufts. That's what I was looking for. Where's my tufts? There we are. I'm really sad that Army Painter switched over the style of tufts that they produce now. So I don't know if you're going to be able to see this on camera.
With some minis, I try to go over it. Yeah. That's what I do as well. All of the basic troops, infantry, all of the small stuff. Well, not necessarily small, but all of the less important stuff in an army, I try to do just tabletop quality. Base, shade, get a couple of highlights on there, and paint up the base of the mini. But then HQ, it's like, it's that special mini, you know, it's Typhus.
And it's a good...
The commander, you know, I want to go that extra step, which I think makes sense.
It's a great policy. I mean, because, you know, I would call that tabletop quality, the 3-foot fabulous rule. It's tabletop quality. You know, you're looking at it on the tabletop as you're playing, and it looks great, and it's passable, it's painted. You can be proud that you got painted army, or what?
I said, this dude's got an airbrush gun. I've just started painting, and I just
the
noticed
needle.
it.
Yeah, that's funny.
Well, the well. Yeah.
Yeah, that's funny. But yeah, for those special ones. Now, I will say that for me, like, what happens is I don't paint armies. He paints my armies.
As somebody in the channel
as my bestie Chris says, this is why I don't paint armies. I paint individual minis for a fantasy RPG, so it's almost like that takes more time and attention. Unless they're hordes. Like if I'm doing a bunch of skeletons that I know are going to be for like an encounter group, or, you know, a bunch of bandits or whatever, you know, then I might pick one out, do him special, he's the leader, or she's the leader, or they're the leader.
Yeah.
But the rest of them can be sort of, you know, kind of the way you did the Plague Walkers, Pox Walkers. You know, you did little variations here and there, just to give them a little bit of character. But for the most part, they're all just assembly line, you know, and they look really cool. Anyway, what I was going to say was I
think the only one that I put special effort into is the one with the Milwaukee brand wrench.
Yes! Yeah, Milwaukee Tools. You did that wrench in those colors. That was really cool.
I think I even painted the logo on there, freehand.
So these are the current style of Army Painter Tufts. They're round. They're all cookie cutter. I mean, this is the definition of cookie cutter. And then these are the original. I'm going to see what makes more sense to put this up there. And these are all irregular, and they're small and medium and large, and they come in different shapes. And I really like that because they're more organic. These are just too... You got to cut them, you got to like X-Acto knife them, and it's a pain in the ass.
You know what I find is actually
they're not as nice.
Good way to deal with that?
What's that?
Glue them down.
Chew them?
Yeah. Chew them, yeah. Glue them down to your base, and then just
chainsaw them?
Tug at them with tweezers.
Yeah. Yeah, I could do that on the plastic though. I would do that. I think I'd want to do that before I. In fact, that's kind of what I do with some of these large ones, even the ones
See,
that are irregular.
I don't actually
I
like.
get my. You know, I never did find my X-Acto knife.
You never did.
No, that's a problem.
Did
I
you
gotta
look for it?
get a new one. I did look for it.
Oh.
And I think maybe it got stuck with the pumpkin carving
We
stuff.
can pull that box down and check.
Well, we should do that tomorrow. I should do that tomorrow. I don't know why I'm saying we. I'm saying we, I guess, because I was hoping that
using
you knew where it wound up. Or
I.
we can ask Mom too if she knows.
I thought I left it separate out of there, but
Well,
I'm
I might
willing
have to
go
order a
get
new
it.
one.
Why? It's
If it doesn't show
if
up,
it doesn't show, well,
yeah,
yeah.
because that is a fantastic. It's one of the best I've ever owned.
It's Fiskars.
It's a Fiskars brand one, and I used to work for them, so
Got it cheap.
I got it super cheap. Super cheap.
Ooh, I'm running low on that one too.
But what I like is the quality is amazing on that that hobby knife, because it's not an X-Acto brand, so
Yeah.
it's not technically an X-Acto. We did get, yeah, okay. I got two super glues behind this one.
I saw a meme that I found pretty funny the other day. It was this guy talking about why they're called X-Acto brand, or like why the brand is called X-Acto.
Uh-huh.
And it was a little drawing of a guy cutting away at a mini, and he was saying, "Look at how sharp this thing is, man! I can cut exactly." Oh, he like cut his hand.
I can cut X-Acto.
Oh man, I love this color so much.
What color is that?
This is Iron Warriors. Iron Warriors by Citadel, and it is a beautiful dark, like blackened steel, and
Black sunshine.
it goes on really, really smooth. One layer, super smooth. It's great.
It's Iron Warriors. Come out to play, yay.
I feel like you're making a joke there, but I don't get it.
Oh no, it's a classic line from the movie Warriors.
Ah. Yeah, I haven't seen that.
You need 3 bottles. One on your thumb, one on your index finger, and one on your middle finger. And you clank them together. Warriors, come out to play, yay. It's about a bunch of street gangs in New York in the 70s that are trying to. There's this one gang called the Warriors. They're trying to make their way back to their home turf. Can't remember how they wound up where they were. I think they went to rescue a friend, or a friend was dating somebody on the other side of town, or it's been a long time. But a lot of actors in there you'd recognize, or maybe you wouldn't because they were so young. But
Names that I would recognize.
yeah, when you look them up, you're like, oh my god, that's so and so. That's so and so. And it was good. It was just you had to kind of, if you grew up in that era, like gangs like that they were pretty much on their way out because there were other gangs coming in, like, that were more violent. Things got a lot worse than bats and chains and knives in the subsequent decades.
Ow.
This is gonna drive me crazy.
Yeah, that's really weird. Yeah, here, this is what it looks like.
Yeah, that's cool.
That's one layer on all of that.
You had the Warriors, and I can't remember the ones they wore. They were almost like Alex DeLarge in his Droogs. They wore
the white suits.
yeah, they roller skated and they carried baseball bats and they had weight baseball suits on, baseball outfits. Escape from New York, yeah.
Have you seen the picture?
Snake, I thought you were dead.
Have you seen the picture from
Snake
behind
Plissken, right?
Have you seen the picture from behind the scenes on Clockwork Orange of like when they were it's kind of cool. It's a picture of all the different hats that they were trying on for his gang before they settled on the ones that they used
On
in
the
the movie.
bowlers?
Yeah.
No.
It's kind of neat because they've got like all these different hats and some of them just don't work.
Oh, I'm sure. Like, they're probably, you know, like with what you know now, is like, you couldn't imagine anything else except for what they, you know.
Yeah, I know, but some of
settled
them
on.
just look bad. Is what I'm saying.
Malcolm McDowell, he ad-libbed a lot of that, like, singing in the rain scene. Very, very controversial scene. Very controversial movie. But that scene particularly is a trigger warning for a lot of people. It's a trigger. It's not a trigger warning. So I should give a trigger warning that if you look that movie up, A Clockwork Orange by Stanley Kubrick, be warned. It's ultra-violent. By Droogies.
Yep.
Huh. I wonder. That's pretty big. I think. Bingo.
Nice.
That's gonna fall out. This caddy is like way overstuffed. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know how it wound up. Yeah.
I don't really use that. And when I do, I only take out the pin vise, which isn't even in that part of it.
Okay. It is a good caddy though. Like,
Yeah.
I really like it. I'm glad I hung on to it because there was a point where I almost pitched it. When I was reorganizing in here. I think it might be time for me to open up a new bottle of super glue. This one's starting to dry out. Would you do the honors, please?
Actually, I'm gonna hang on to it.
You know, bleed it dry?
Yep. I can always use, even if it's like kind of going up or drying out, I can always use it for basing stuff.
Sure.
So.
If you manage to be able to get anything out of there.
There was, sometimes if I really need something to stick, I'll just dump a bit of it out on there.
Right, but I'm saying this
Yeah.
is getting pretty
No,
low.
I can.
You
I
might
can
be
do
able
it.
to.
I have become a god at squeezing out the last little bit of super glue because I never want.
A super glue god.
Yeah, because I never want to say, "Hey, I'm out of super glue from all the minis I've been assembling. Can we go to the store?" And then have you say like, "What? It's only been like 30 minutes."
Yeah.
Oh shoot! I needed to do that guy's gun as well. Also, Leadbelcher is up there on the
See,
paints
it
that
did it again. I was looking right at it, and it just minimized again all on its own.
Mhm.
It's like, I'm watching. I'm here.
I wonder
I'm
if
watching.
you have something stuck in your case.
Call me
That's
Pliskin.
oh shit. I wonder if you have something stuck in your case that's kind of like messing with your screen.
Yeah, I don't know.
Because what I've noticed is, like, if you have a cat hair or something on your screen, it'll be tapping it, and it'll pick it up, but only like sometimes. So it'll be like, oh, something moved.
I'm not sure. I don't discount that theory. Put that around there. I don't discount that theory, but I am not sure. I could try. I got the ultra goggles on, and I'm not seeing anything on there. But I am gonna plug my phone in.
I've just gotten used to like just sit down at the bench, plug my phone in.
Well, I go back and forth between, I've got like, this is a USB-C for the phone, and then I've got this USB
Micro for the
A
glasses.
micro or whatever 2.0 for the glasses, for the goggles. And you need one for there. Okay. I can't get over this new label. It's funny. I know it's the same product, but it's had the same label for
yeah.
my whole life.
Yep. It's weird. It is really weird. It's not a bad logo. It's just like, oh, that's different.
It's bright. It looks like a knockoff brand.
It does, yeah, like
Instead of crazy glue, insane glue.
loco glue.
Total loco glue. Yeah, totally not stealing from
Yep.
crazy glue.
It's
I still remember that
loco
stupid
with a
damn
K
commercial.
glue.
Crazy glue, strong enough to hold a man suspended in midair from a hard hat. They took a dude. Seriously, look at. They took a hard hat with
Okay.
a metal plate welded on the top of the hard hat, and they brushed crazy glue on it, and then stuck it on an I-beam, on a steel I-beam, and he put the helmet on, and he was holding it like this. It was like one of those. It was like those old tin pot
Yep.
Brit helmets from World War One. Two, 1.
One. Well, they
5.
had similar. Yeah.
3.
They had similar ones in 2, but they had kind of moved on by that point.
Yes, my precious. He's gonna get some touch-ups, or it's gonna get some touch-ups. So back to our conversation earlier about the Dio.
Yeah.
I'm super excited.
Me too.
I'm eager to get working on that. So again, like if there's anything you want me to do,
Yeah,
so
if
we
you
can
could
keep...
buy me a Warlord Titan from Forge World, that would be really awesome.
Oh yeah.
I'd have a lot more motivation to get it done. you know?
Really? How is that Warlord Titan fitting into the whole diorama, by the way?
Well, you see, you can't have a war on Christmas without something to attack. And what better to stop the orcs from having some Christmas fun than a giant ecclesiastical war machine?
I see. Not entirely convinced.
You should be convinced.
Not entirely convinced.
Why?
Wasn't a very good argument.
How about
Because
I'm your
you said-
son and you love me very much and you want to buy me a Warlord Titan.
You're gainfully employed, dude.
Not $2,000.
Keep saving it. Keep saving. Keep saving. Shit, I don't even spend that much money on game stuff.
I mean, I'm sure you have overall, but
Oh
on
yeah,
a single mini, it's-
cumulative stuff.
Yeah.
Okay. That's the last one. Be Tooth. Oh Lord, baby Jesus. That's a whole lot of super glue.
This is the part that I always dislike about painting these Death Guard.
What's that?
Base coating. Every other mini, I like it because that's when it starts to come together. But with oh shit,
Yeah, right there.
I'm not gonna cow it down. I'll have to grab that in a minute.
That's looking good.
But with Death Guard, it doesn't really start to come together in the base coating stage. It looks, clean. That's not right. It shouldn't look clean. It's Death Guard. So, washing is really the part that I like.
And rightfully so, because you're a teen, and like teen hormones. It's good. It's good to have good hygiene. So washing should be a thing that you like.
Washing the details on the miniatures with wash paints.
Clarification is key.
Only with you.
Yeah, I'm a detailed person. What can I say? Detail oriented. The devil's in the details. Okay, speaking of details. Is that a good one for wood? Yeah, why not? Dry brush. Dry brush. Yep. That'll do nicely, pig. That'll do for now, pig. Is that what the line was? I don't even remember. These movie one-liners pop into my head randomly. That'll be all pig. Let's see. I feel like we're missing out on I know we got our $25, but we don't really use that paint shaker anymore. We don't do that on stream because we want to make people go deaf.
Well, it's really hard to use because don't want to use it on stream so people don't go deaf. I don't want to use it I don't want to use it at night to wake mom up,
I don't think she can hear it, to be honest with you. I don't think it's that loud. It's pretty loud.
Yeah. Hey,
but
Jason.
I don't think it's that loud. Jason.
You still in chat? If you are,
tell us
how loud this is.
And please, be honest. This is for posterity. Is that pretty bad? Like, if I talk in my normal voice... That's pretty loud.
That's pretty loud.
Yeah, that's...
That's quite loud, actually.
It is quite loud, actually.
Indeed.
Indubitably.
Alright.
That was the paint shaker, by the way.
Yes. Very nice, except when you need to have something that's not loud.
Yeah. Oh, damnation and hellfire. Okay.
On audio, it comes across twice as loud as speech. Yeah.
Yeah, we kind of figured. It's sitting literally
Next to the mic.
8 inches, 7, 8 inches next to the mic.
I'd say that's next to the mic. Yeah. That's why we don't use it on stream.
Yeah, it's a fantastic tool for $25. It's a nail polish shaker, agitator, and it works great for these paint pots that we have. But it's a little loud.
Yeah, it works great for the paint pots that we have when we can use it.
Which is most of the time, really, just not on stream so much. Because we love our viewers and we don't want to make you go deaf.
Yep.
Although that's not entirely true, because if we could play metal without getting a DMCA,
Yeah.
we'd have a rockin' channel. I would straight up write to Amon Amarth, to their PR people, and ask them to come onto the stream, play metal while we paint and headbang. How crazy would that be?
That would be pretty crazy.
All right. This thing, I can't wait to go to the hand surgeon and get this thing fixed.
Get your hand removed, get like a little drill and some saws put on there.
Yeah.
Yep.
Get a little micro precision. Airbrush. You're like, but Dad, I wanted a Badger Patriot 105, whatever, Iowata for Christmas. It's like, yeah, screw that, son. I got one built into my hand.
It's funny that you should mention that though, because that is on my wish list. Funnily enough.
Yeah, I think I knew that.
I'll just bring it up in case I forgot. I think that's also going to be something that's...
Nope, did it again, Deacon, just all on its own.
Yeah. I think that's going to be something that's going to be really kind of instrumental in letting me take like the next step forward and really getting stuff painted, I think, faster.
Playing metal?
Yeah. Yep, playing metal. You totally got it. Because, I mean, cuts out the hard part of priming, which is waiting till it's the right weather. I can just prime stuff whenever. I can do base coating right along with it, you know.
Yeah.
Highlight it, shade it. You know?
Yeah.
All that just there, like, really fast. So I think that is going to be really good for, like, kind of pushing me to, motivating me to paint stuff faster. Well, not faster, but, you know what I mean. Like, not actually paint faster, but, motivate me to get stuff done more, you know?
Yeah.
If I can just do it all there, cut out a lot of the tedious work of it, you know? It's like kind of doing the boring parts fast so that I can get onto the fun parts, like really adding in the tiny details and all like the character-based stuff, you know? That kind of stuff.
Sure.
Speaking of stuff, I'm making some pretty good progress on these three.
That's cool.
Wow, and it's already 10.
Is it?
Yep, 10:01.
Want to keep going for a little
A little while,
It's
yeah.
a holiday weekend,
Yeah.
man. What else? What the hell else do we have to do? Like,
I already agreed.
okay,
I already agreed. Calm.
I was ready to
calm down.
launch the full. But for the love of God, everything that is holy and.
Excuse me, the Emperor.
For the Emperor. Is that what I don't know? Is that what you're driving at, or?
Yeah. God, no, it's the Emperor. You're not a heretic, are you?
You know, I've been known to hang out with them.
That's it. I'm grabbing the flail. I am gonna grab
Brother.
a mini from outside though, so I'll be
Get
right back.
the flamer, the heavy flamer. Okay, this paint is not playing nicely on this primer. That's a shame. It's gonna take some touch-ups.
I think while I've got the paints out for it, I might do a bit of work on this dude. While I'm waiting for some of those layers to dry.
Nothing. You remember my magic brown from Vallejo? Nothing,
Your
nothing,
magic
nothing
brown.
ever touched that. Like, even this new stuff we got to replace it. Nothing was like that first jar that I had.
I don't remember that.
Oh. That's a shame.
I mean, I remember you having a magic brown, I just don't remember what it was like, really. Yeah, brother, I've fallen. Help me up. What's the bolter for? I love that picture.
Oh! Twat. Watch this.
Oh shit, that's the...
This is the lazy stream. Ha ha ha! The grabber.
You could probably do that with the magnet as well. There's a bit of metal in there.
Yeah, but why use such a puny tool when I can use an entire grabber to grab my paintbrush?
Sure thing, man.
That's content. Oh shit, my fucking S hook came off of the wall. Came off of the peg wall.
This dude's ugly. Ugly, ugly, ugly.
Fugly, huh?
Yup. The Adeptus Mechanicus approves. Happy gear noises. Yep.
You won't get that on any other stream, I guarantee.
So I'm currently working on painting. I don't know how well this is going to show up. But I'm currently working on painting up this demon prince here for the Death Guard. Yeah, that's not really that good.
Demon Prince, is that like Blood Red Rain? Blood Red Rain. Or When Demons Cry?
It's not really working out. Completely ignoring you.
Sorry, what? Alright, let's see. God. I wonder if I could put that in there. It's just gonna. It's recipe for disaster. Oh, almost. Turn it sideways. Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, I'm having some serious coverage issues with this paint now that I send it to go into the bottles.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Especially over black primer.
That's a shame.
Yeah. I mean, I just gotta, like, work it up in layers, but, it's sad how the once mighty had fallen, or whatever the fuck that saying is. The Xandri Dust, which has infamously good coverage. Except for right now, because I thinned it down too much. I think I finished up all of the fleshy bits.
Fleshy bits are good. That sounded really cringe.
Yep. It did. I need to mix up a bit of a pinkish tone for the
Well, at least I wasn't
exposed-
the one that said, I think I finished up all the fleshy bits. It's like, did you leave any for lunch? Speaking of lunch, I think we're going to have a lot of turkey tomorrow.
Wow, really? After Thanksgiving? Who could have guessed?
That was the one thing I was kind of almost glad about, was like that we didn't have a bunch of turkey left over. I can only handle so much turkey. Turkey stroganoff, turkey sandwiches, turkey soup. What do you all do, Jason, with your turkey leftovers? I reckon there are all kind of things you can do with turkey. Stir-fried turkey, turkey tofu.
Stir-fried turkey, I bet, wouldn't be that bad.
With, what would you do it with?
Honestly, normal stir-fry stuff.
Okay. Once again, I ask, what would you do it with? What's normal stir-fry stuff to you?
Carrot, onion, honestly, whatever mom puts in there, because...
Ginger, garlic.
Yep, ginger, garlic, bok choy. I mean,
maybe
turkey...
a little red bell pepper.
...is basically just chicken. It's like a fancy chicken, if you're feeling extra. You know?
It's like extra it's like chicken extra. It's extra.
It's chicken plus.
Chicken
Turkey
plus.
pot pie. That sounds good.
Yeah, now we're talking. A nice flaky pastry crust with a nice thick gravy, cream of something soup to go in the middle of it, with like carrots and peas. A little celery, some thyme, some margarine.
Turkey stinky chicken, yeah. She's got a point. Oh, the big gaping wound in this guy's chest is just kind of stitched together. It's not really holding it in very well.
Ah, got it. Stinky chicken. That's funny. I would try turkey enchiladas. I think those might.
Phone did it again.
Yeah, I can see it out of the corner of my eye. Those might be good.
Honestly,
I honestly think
bet
this is that update.
Yeah. Anything you do with chicken, you could probably do with turkey, and it wouldn't be that much worse. You know?
Yeah. I don't doubt it. Huh. We got three viewers.
Wow, that's impressive.
Hello, third viewer, whoever you are out there in Twitchverse. Drop in the chat. Say hi. We'd love to have you on. I'm Dante, and this is my co-host.
Deacon.
And we do this every Friday and Saturday from the Workbench. First hour of the show we do from fireside chat in front of a fireplace. And we talk about gaming and pop culture and all kinds of fun stuff, mostly tabletop related. And then on Saturdays we do fireside chat, and then we do games from the Battle Zone, tabletop games. We're getting ready to launch an RPG coming up in a couple of weeks here on Roll20.
Good.
And then we're going to launch into our full-blown campaign sometime after that.
Yeah.
Probably get it spun up before the end of the year, but maybe in the first quarter. Just depends on how quickly I can get a couple players lined up here.
Yeah. A turkey empanada with mashed potatoes and carrots inside. That sounds good. It's like a Thanksgiving empanada.
I'll one-up you. That sounds really good, Jason. I'll one-up you. I would say a turkey empanada with yams inside, mashed yams, sweet potatoes, and yeah, almost like a traditional empanada, because you got a little bit of spice in there, a little pumpkin
just aren't, you know,
type of thing going on. You don't like sweet potatoes?
No.
Dude.
Yeah.
For the love of all that is holy. Mashed potatoes and carrots and peas inside. That's almost sounding like
hot pie.
a samosa.
Oh,
You do samosas with that. But instead of doing mashed potatoes, you do like chunks of parboiled potatoes.
Dude, this dude's...
I do wicked samosas here.
This dude is gonna be ugly.
Excuse me. Did you say fugly?
Yep.
He's gonna be one nasty foe, I can tell you that.
Yeah, I think he's a psyker, too. Although I may be wrong. That might just be the Demon Prince of Zinch. Oy, I gotta move in my chair. Where is my nice green shade?
I'm changing brushes. Going through all that. This is my normal stream plug for the Masters brush cleaner and preserver.
Not sponsored.
We're not sponsored by them. I don't get any kickbacks from them, but I love this product. It's absolutely fantastic. So if you're a painter, if you're a mini painter, and you're not using this to take care of your brushes, what the is wrong with you? No, I'm not serious about that. I don't want to get down on anybody, but this is some really good stuff. I know. I got you a whole tub of it. Where did it go, by the way?
Right there.
Oh, it's hidden over there. You should be using that stuff, man.
I should.
Some good stuff. That was really dumb. I tried to put the lid for this on the water jar.
Oh, I should probably...
Too much turkey. Tofurkey. Alright. Where's the insane detail brush? Insane in the membrane. That's the Psycho?
Song.
The Psycho? That's the new one I haven't broken into. There we go. Insane detail. Try you out. Let's see.
Oh, yep. There's that nice, disgusting Death Guard flesh color.
Feels like home.
Yeah.
You know, who's the Two Thin Coats guy?
What the why am I blanking on his name? I know this. It's not, God, I cannot believe I'm blanking on his name. He's a GW painter.
Yeah.
He's from the heavy metal team. He did the YouTube tutorials for the GW How to Paint series.
Yeah.
No, I'm going.
No, I know.
Duncan Rhodes.
Duncan Rhodes, not Dunkin' Donuts.
Yeah, because he just he launched his own paint line thing recently.
Really?
Yeah, not paint line. Duncan Rhodes Painting Academy.
Oh yeah. Apart from GW?
Yeah, he got laid off from GW.
Oh.
Or he quit, I think.
He probably realized, shit, I can make more money on my own.
Yeah. And
Because-
I think he does like private tutorials as well, which.
But I wonder how that's going to be now. Like, will he have to have his own paint line? Can he still plug GW products?
He uses GW, but now he also uses like Vallejo Army Painter. He does have his own line. But yeah, no, it's like his old videos for GW, except now he uses, more than just one brand of paint.
Okay, this paint is sucking donkey balls right now.
Which paint?
This Ushabti Bone.
For coverage?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's not a good coverage paint. You gotta put Xandri dust below it.
I don't have Xandri dust.
Yeah, I know. That's
I was using yours.
problem.
Although something's really bothering me, and maybe it was the Lamian medium. I thought I bought one.
You did?
And it was sitting in a
Lamian
bag
medium?
somewhere. No, the Lamian,
Oh.
yeah, that was sitting out here, and I found that. It was sitting in a bag, and I found it.
Yeah.
But then you asked me earlier, where's your Xandri dust, or can I use some of it? And I was like, oh,
Yeah. I
and
thought you had some, yeah.
yeah, me too, but I have no freaking clue where it would be. I mean, it's probably sitting literally right in front of me somewhere here, or hidden behind one of these things. Like, once we're done with the stream, I'll find it.
Yeah.
Kind of like we did last time. You and I always do that. It's like, oh, duh, here it
Yep,
is, right here.
There it is, right next to me. Where
Right
I've
as
been
soon as
sitting.
we end the stream.
That's a fun game that our viewers can play. If you're watching the stream, play Where's the Xandri Dust?
Yeah, it's like, where's Waldo?
Yep.
Zoom in super close, and then the next time that we throw a fit trying to find something that should be right on our bench in front of us, you'll win a prize. You'll win a custom emote when we get to the point where we're affiliated and we can do our own emotes. Isn't that crazy? Like, you gotta be, I mean, I guess not. You gotta be affiliated before you can do custom emotes.
No, I think it makes sense because there's no point having custom emotes until you're affiliated, because the point of having them is so that people can use them in other chats, and they can't do that until they sub to you. But
Yeah.
they can't do that until you're affiliated.
Okay, fair enough.
So I think it makes sense. Yeah.
I know, I said this before, I'm gonna say it again. I'm hoping these Gobbos inspire me to keep painting this winter.
I hope they do too. You got winter projects from like 3 years ago. Maybe this is the winter that they get done.
Maybe, yeah.
This dude has started to look a lot less like a demon prince and a lot more orky. I'm just gonna take this mini from you and call it my Prophet of Gork.
I totally want to head farm you right now because I have a song playing in my head and I can't sing it.
I do
And
too.
it's driving
What
me
is
crazy.
it?
Susie and the Banshees, Arabian
Oh.
Nights.
Yeah, that's not what I was. Never mind.
What'd you have stuck in your head?
It's one of the Lil Nas X songs off of his new album, and I can't remember the name of it, but it was playing on the radio at work today, and now it's stuck in my head. I also can't sing that because it's copyrighted.
And it probably wouldn't be a problem until you know we upload the video
So it's
to
clipped. Yeah.
YouTube.
Or, well, yeah.
We should be so lucky that somebody clip anything from our stream. There've been some good moments that were clippable. Clip it and ship it.
Yeah, that's cool. Now he's fitting in with the Death Guard a bit more.
Excuse me.
Check this out.
What do you got? Let me see. Hang on, let me wash this brush out.
I'm just gonna hold him here because he's very wet. There's like 3 layers of shade paint on him, so
Yeah. That's gonna look really fantastic.
yeah. It's got like the flesh,
Yeah.
the exposed
Yeah.
flesh.
The rib cage and all that back
Yep.
there. The spine.
Just
look at
add more
that.
pus, yeah. Well, that's the plan.
Just a little bit of pus. Happy little spleen sticking out.
I started with Rakarth Flesh, which is God, I got the hiccups. Which is really nice for all of the kind of like demonic skin that I've been painting, because what I do for any of the flesh on these Death Guard is I just do like an off-white like corpse pale, and then I just shade the hell out of it with like greens, brown, black, purple, sometimes red to make it look like sore. No, I'm serious. You can do like put a little tiny dot of purple ink on
No,
it
that's
and then
not what I was
wipe
laughing
it
at.
away, and it makes it look like bruised. It's gross.
No, I know that is not what I was laughing at. Just like, it's bad enough already that the way that a lot of this shit comes out, and you're like, you know, to make it look sore. It's like, I get it. It was just funnier in my head, maybe. You fucker. I knew I should have used the other brush. Alright. Breaking out the new Psycho.
Yay.
Again, not a company. We're not sponsored by the Army Painter, but I've got to drop a plug for their products, their brushes. I love these brushes.
We're gonna have to start just like start. We're gonna have to stop like promoting all this stuff if we do get a sponsor. Like,
Well, I
just
mean, yeah, I
visual
get it. I know
tools.
what you're saying. I know what you're saying, but like,
for now, yeah.
well, okay, that's not entirely true. Where that would be true is if we got picked up by, like, let's say GW. Not
Yeah.
going to happen, but let's just say, and we're using their brushes or whatever, right? And we could not talk about, probably could not talk about other stuff.
Yeah.
You know, and that's fine, whatever. I get it. But in the meantime, oh man,
Did you already like bend a thing?
no, this just doesn't look as good as the first Psycho I had. I could be misremembering that because mine is so shot. Oh, beautiful. Okay. Give that a minute. Let that dry a little bit. Decapitated. I was thinking about Beavis and Butthead the other day. Nope. Oh, so much better. All right, that's gotta dry, get a wash. Do you know Bob Ross's backstory?
Kinda. I don't know. He was in the Air Force, right?
Yeah, he was in the military, and
Yeah.
apparently, like,
Drill sergeant, really tough.
yeah, and he hated it. And I think they said the article I read said that's why he quit.
Yep.
And then or retired or whatever, and then needed to do something to take his mind off of all that. So that's why he was so nice to everybody after that. It's interesting. Okay. Now I think it will do strong tone. Quick shade. Wow, that's really weird. It wants to like turn sideways and then it minimizes. It's a bad update, I think.
Yeah.
I know I've said that several times now. It's like a damn scratch record. Color do I want for that spike? I'll do this and I'll do a wash on it. Oh, you know. Let's see. Yay, still good. Take this out. Put this in. What do you have going on tomorrow, Deacon?
Saturday.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
What does that mean for you? Like, what are you doing?
Saturday.
It's Saturday.
Yep.
I know, but what are you doing? Like,
Mhm.
you gaming? You gonna meet any friends? You, I don't know. I know you're probably sleeping in.
Yeah, no, that was my plan. I'm gonna sleep in.
You gonna game after the stream? You gonna stay up late?
Tonight?
Yeah, you doing anything
Yeah.
fun?
Yeah, I'm gonna keep playing Blasphemous. Which is pretty much the only game I've played for the last week. Dude, in the last week, you know how much time I've put into there?
How much?
About 27 hours. Over, like, last weekend. Because I started playing it again on Friday night, I think. And then a lot of Saturday and almost all of Sunday.
Wow.
And then I was playing it, like, when I got back from work. Till, like, 1 or 2 in the morning. Which is probably later than I should have been staying up, because I know I had to get up in the morning, but,
Yeah, that's not impacting your school, is it?
nah. No, I'm good at getting up for that in the morning, because I know that I kind of, like, have to.
Yeah.
Like, for stuff that I know I have to get up for, I'll get up and I'll get out of bed. I just, I won't be happy about it,
Sure.
but I'll still do it, because...
So is that the
rather just
key to
blowing
getting
it
me
off.
to get you up to go work out with me?
No.
Deacon, get up. You have to. Okay.
No, I'm actually quite happy to get up and go work out, because then it gets me awake for the rest of the day. Plus, I have like an hour in between when we get back and when I have to go to class, which means more time for Blasphemous.
Oh my god. Okay, fair
And
enough.
we get-
I mean,
and
at least
I'm
you're being
gonna
honest about
I'm gonna
it.
spill the beans. We get breakfast sometimes afterwards, So taco here, That's definitely a motivator.
That's a motivator.
Yeah.
Energy tamales.
Yeah, energy tamales.
Por tu mentes. Mentes.
So these are starting to get annoying. How baggy these are, because they're like a size too big for me. These sweatpants.
Oh.
Every time I go
I asked you.
Yeah.
Well,
every
we could've
time I
taken
go to
them back
move in
that
this.
day. You can't take them back now.
No. Well, I like them for the most part. They're really comfy, and I like that they're a size too big because they're really comfy. It's like pajamas almost. But every time I go to like move in my chair, I sit like this a lot. Got one foot
underneath.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then it gets caught on there, and it's like it's tough to
Sure.
Yeah, it's tough. It gets caught on there, and I have to like pull it up, and it's annoying. I'm just waiting for this dude to dry. That's about it. I've still got. That's crazy.
Yeah, I'm gonna do some washes on these as soon as this paint dries a little bit.
I've still got this guy.
Shades.
Haven't even started painting him. You know why?
I don't even remember which one that is.
It's a tech priest for my Ultramarines.
Oh.
You know why I never started painting him?
What's that?
Look at this. I fucking ran out of primer halfway through. Literally halfway through the model, the primer can just dead.
That's funny.
So I kept saying, "Oh, I'll get more primer. I'll get him primed." But $20 fucking, man. That's a lot of money for primer. Oh, you know what?
I thought it was 30. You talking
No.
about? Oh.
No, the well.
Oh, I'm thinking of the gold stuff.
The black primer, because it's just black and it's such a common color, they bumped that down to 17. All the normal ones are $20, and all of the metal one. Well, I say all of the metal ones. There's only two. The silver and the gold one are 30, I think. But we need red primer anyways for the for the diorama. Just saying.
What about that? Not Mephiston. What's that stuff I got?
Do you have red primer?
I have red primer. I have a whole can of it unused.
Oh.
Well,
I didn't know that.
You did, but you forgot about it.
Well, how long ago did you get it?
It's Army Painter, brand new. I got it because I was gonna do.
Well, yeah, but I mean, like,
I was gonna repaint those guys. I was gonna strip them down.
You know what? I never finished painting them either. Thinking about it now, there's a lot of stuff I never finished painting.
Yep, I hear you.
This little dwarf, though.
This little dwarf of mine. I'm gonna make him shine.
And you know, it's not a bad paint job either.
No?
No,
Let me
check
see.
it out.
No, I like them. I totally like them. I would totally buy them off you.
Oh, yeah, how much?
Put them in the
How
RPG.
much? How much?
I give you free room and board for a month.
Oh. I see. That's,
Not crazy about the gloss on the beard, but I would hit that with a dull coat.
yeah.
No, seriously, I do like that. I would love that. I would be honored to have that in my tabletop game.
That's the one I was using. I had two of these guys. I think both had swords and shields. One of them might have had, the other might have had an axe. This is the one I was using to teach Griffin how to paint when he came over.
That's cool.
Because they're like the first fantasy minis I could find. No offense, I love you, but you're not getting any of my 40k stuff. Shit's expensive.
Who are you talking to?
Griffin, if he ever sees this. You're great. I'm happy to let you paint my fantasy minis. Not the 40k stuff. You're gonna lose an arm if you try to touch that.
Oh, wow. So, I like this.
This what?
I'll show you in just a moment.
This Lemmy mini, too.
Yeah, man, you never painted that.
No, that one I actually have what I think is a good reason for why I haven't painted it yet.
You suck?
Well, no, I wasn't going to say that. I was going to say I really wanted to wait until I felt like I was at a spot where I could paint it and really do like a kick-ass job with painting it. Not just like put some paint on it and call it done. But it's a cool mini. It's like a one of a kind. It's not like one of a kind, but it's a unique mini, and it was a gift from you. So I wanted to wait until
I'll buy that. I mean, I get it. I totally get it.
I got him primed, but I just wanted to wait till I felt like I could really knock it out of the park with that one.
Yeah, no, I totally get it. It is a good mini.
Like, it's not, I'm not just gonna, like, throw some paint on it, call it tabletop ready, and put it down, you know, because that's not, like, an army thing. It's like a display mini, you know?
Yeah.
So.
It's a collector's piece. I get it. Get it.
It's, oh, wow, it's 7:40. Okay. I'm really not doing anything over here. I'm just waiting for this to dry. All this
Welcome to the Watching Paint Dry Twitch channel.
Yep. Literally watching paint dry. That's sad.
I get excited about stuff.
I know.
Like, every once in a while, I'll paint a mini, I'll paint something, and I'll be like, okay, fuck. These stupid little shields
Yeah. Oh, well,
are bringing me so much joy.
Are you done with them? Because I want to see them.
Well, they're wet. They're really wet because I just did a wash.
Oh yeah, I know how that is. Yeah. All right. I'm gonna grab a mini. I'll be right back.
All right. Grab me a soda on the way back in the fridge, please. Talk about lazy. I could just get up and go get one out of the gaming fridge.
You should.
Oh, you bastard. You were listening to me. I thought you were going upstairs.
I said to grab a mini.
Oh, I didn't know. I don't know what I thought I heard you say.
Oh.
But you are walking past the gaming fridge, so just grab me one of those black cherries on the way back over here, please. And thank you. Those would be good to put in front of that fan that is always running over here. Damn you, Twitch. Why do you keep doing this to me, mobile Twitch?
I'm gonna paint up this dude.
Maybe Jason checked out here. We're down to one viewer. I think that might be you. With your mobile pulled up over there.
When his fate would have it, I did not walk by the fridge. So those are really cool, yeah.
They just, I'm so tickled by them. I don't know why. They're just like stupid shields, but I think once they dry up. We'll see how those highlights look and whether or not I want to pick out anything else. So there's nothing I can do on those till they dry, because otherwise that paint will get turned to mud. I do, another paint handle.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and it's buried.
Mm-hmm.
Shit.
Can you use mine?
Yeah, if you don't mind.
I'm not using it for anything at the moment.
Whoa, what happened to that magnet?
Oh, I dropped it and it fell out, but I was able to glue it back in.
Wow.
No, it's glued in.
Yeah, that's like... Let's see.
Check this dude out. I'll hold him by the base. It's kind of cool.
Alright.
Sir Hector.
Got a little beatbox with him.
Yeah. That's this guy. Let me trade you for a second when you're done with that.
It's just me on my way to work as I'm going to lunch. Same guy?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Chest plate's different, isn't it?
Nope.
Let me see.
Is it? Oh, same chest plate.
Is it?
Yeah.
Huh. Oh yeah, I guess. Yeah. Okay,
Yeah.
I see. Oh, I see how I was looking at it. You gonna paint the shit out of that console?
Yeah. I'm just gonna paint him on his own right now, though. Yeah, Sir Hector. He's an Imperial Knight pilot.
What's your vector, Hector? Okay. Let me mix up some green. Goblin green. Goblin green. Stinky chicken.
Ooh, yep. That paint became unusable.
What's that?
This paint got like way too thin.
So it'll be exciting to finally get to the point where I can put these back into play on the tabletop.
Yeah.
Once we start playing the game again. You know, what's the point in having all this shite if I'm not going to use it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Alright. Mix this up. I'm such a juvenile. Would you mind turning your fan off for a little bit? Thanks. Alright, let's see how this works.
See how what works?
This green I mixed up.
Ah.
Jesus Christ. Excuse me. That's pretty good.
How would you feel about ending the stream in like 10 minutes? Around 11?
Sure.
Okay.
I'm hitting that quiet time now, like where I'm really focused on
not screwing up whatever you're painting.
Exactly. Doesn't make for the best streaming content, but I seriously don't want to screw this up. It's amazing what you can do when you got a good brush.
Mm-hmm. Shit, I hope I didn't thin this one down too much. come.
Okay.
I do have it in a lower setting though, so hopefully that helps a little bit.
Yeah, it just drives me out. Like, especially when I'm wearing these glasses, they ride down to my nose and get me super dried out.
Yeah.
But they also dry my paints out over here. It also, the fan does, not they. The fan, when you have it going, makes it difficult to work.
Alright, it is 11.
Should call it?
Yep.
Call it soup.
That guy's gonna be pretty cool, I think.
Yep.
Alright. Neaten up some of the trim and then do all the rest of the details, but
Get this brush cleaned off. Well, that ends another episode of Black Dragon Tavern. I've been your host, Dante.
I'm Deacon.
And thanks for dropping in. And again, we're here every Friday and Saturday from 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. Central. You can check out our Twitch page, get all our socials. We're available on Instagram at Black Dragon Tavern Online.
We're on Twitter at tavern_black.
Yeah, that's kind of a weird one. Tavern_black for Twitter. We're on Facebook, and that's simply Black Dragon Tavern. That's it, Black Dragon Tavern.
Yeah.
And then the YouTube and the Discord links are on our About page here on Twitch. So check those out. Give us a follow. Hopefully you'll tune in next week. We'll actually be back here tomorrow night, too. We're going to probably play a game in the Battle Zone, but we're not sure what we're going to play. But thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you soon.
Have a good night. You want to shut the stream down a bit? Yeah. Alright, I'm going to shut the stream down.
It may have shut down. There's just a long delay here.
It hasn't. Alright, I'm going to shut it down.
All right.